What up, people? This is Dedrian from House of Rasslin, and man, I got a good one for you on this video. Yes, this is dream matches, and this dream match, if you go back to like September, most people weren't necessarily like talking about it or anything like that. Maybe a few rumblings or anything like that, but man, right now, going into 2022, it's more than rumblings, and a lot of people are starting to speculate we might see this sometime in 2022. Um, this match consists of the WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns versus the NXT, and I will use this because this perfectly exemplifies who this guy is right now and who he's going to be in the future in 2022. Bron Breakker. Yes, this matchup, Roman Reigns versus Bron Breakker. Um, I think this match is going to happen possibly at Survivor Series 2022, maybe SummerSlam 2022. I don't know, but if you've watched Bron Breakker, of course Roman Reigns has been on a fantastic run, being the WWE Universal Champion on Smackdown, a heel run. He's just been phenomenal. He's just been annihilating. I seen a statistic that Roman Reigns hasn't been pinned in 2 years. The last person to pin him was Baron Corbin. So I mean that right there, it's just putting Roman Reigns, in that beyond top dog status. I mean, it's basically what the shirt that just released, the needle mover, jobber, mid carder, main eventer, tribal chief. He's there. Although his booking, and mind you, it's not his fault. It's WWE's responsibility, and it falls on them. They're kind of putting him too strong, and I wouldn't say too strong. Like there's not enough fresh faces to go up against him that are strong enough where you believe, okay, they're gonna defeat him. It's almost like they're putting him too strong. But man, Bron Breakker is that guy that, let's say Roman Reigns does get past Brock Lesnar day one, Royal Rumble, however that feud goes, and let's say Roman Reigns is champion when Bron Breakker is elevated to the main roster. That is going to be a showdown. Bron Breakker, I love this kid. He reminds me of his dad, Rick Steiner, and a lot of his uncle, Scott Steiner, not Scott Steiner, Steiner Brothers, Scott Steiner, more Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. Man, he's got intensity, he's got aggression, he's got physicality, he's got a no-nonsense attitude, he's got a I'm going to whoop your ass and you're going to enjoy it attitude, which when you look at how Roman Reigns is right now as a character, and he just has this acknowledge me, almost like this, again, this alpha male, condescending, you're not going to defeat me attitude. And man, to see the Bron Breakker character come into just this confrontation with Roman Reigns, ooh, that's going to be epic. Ooh, that's going to be sweet. Just we're not even the match, just the interaction, the promo. WWE has a style where, Roman Reigns comes out, then the other person comes out, and they have this confrontation, this in-ring segment, and then, they go back and then they have the match. I think the match itself would be pretty awesome, considering Roman Reigns, his ability. He's very. A lot of people underrate Roman Reigns as a wrestler. Like, he's put on some really good, badass matches. If you take away all the stuff that WWE has tried to do with Roman Reigns' character, trying to, shove it down people's throats and stuff like that, his matches are very good. It's just the creative side leading up to the matches before he turned heel absolutely sucked. And by sucking, I mean succotash, suck. But man, Roman Reigns, the way his ability is, his offense, his counter, his ring psychology in the ring, Bron Breakker's physicality. He's almost a hybrid of his dad and his uncle. A few times in NXT, he's done the Frankensteiner. He's man, he just has that power, like just impact, like his dad. And it would be interesting. That would be an interesting matchup. Um, this isn't including the shenanigans of the Paul Heyman and the Usos and stuff like that. But man, if it's a one-on-one match and it's just mano a mano, that's a match. Honestly, that's a WrestleMania match. If you think about it, Bron Breakker versus Roman Reigns. Hey, it's a WrestleMania match, possibly a SummerSlam match, um, maybe Survivor Series. That's one of the things I think. I think it might happen at Survivor Series 2022. Who knows if they still have the brand supremacy thing? Hopefully, God, I hope they don't have it. But man, that match is going to happen really soon, possibly 2022, definitely 2023. We'll see what happens with The Rock and Roman Reigns, but man, Roman Reigns versus Bron Breakker, that's a dream match that a lot of people right now are starting to talk about, and I'm down for it. I'm down for it. I've seen the matches that Bron Breakker has had with um, Tommaso Ciampa, how he was in the War Games match. Um, just physicality, his drop kicks, his power slams, like just ooh, that grit and that physicality, and you know Roman Reigns in ring work, the stuff that he's done with Edge, with Cena this year, Cesaro, um, man, the list goes on and on. With Big E, it's just the old saying that Gorilla Monsoon said back in WrestleMania 3: the irresistible force with a movable object. Just that collision. And I think promo-wise, it'd be pretty good. It'd be pretty good. Bron Breakker has held his own for the little bit that he's spoken in NXT. He's got that. Ooh, let me watch that guy in. Let's face it, right now, with the revamped NXT 2.0, outside of Tony D'Angelo, maybe Carmelo Hayes, Bron Breakker is the talk of NXT. Like, that's the dude that everyone is saying, that's the future. That's the future. And from everything I've seen in the ring, his promos, and just him working matches, he's it. So, yeah, that is my dream match. Bron Breakker, Roman Reigns. It's gonna happen. It's going to happen. So, like, subscribe, follow House of Wrestling on all social media platforms. Follow myself, Dedrian Cologne, Dedrian180 _ on Instagram and Twitter, and you can follow me on my YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Dedrian E. Cologne. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to have some more dream matches coming up. But yes, this one, Roman Reigns versus Bron Breakker. It's going to happen.